I have been here with me, one of our developers who works on many of the reader bound projects to talk a little bit about what it takes to create a truly multilingual site.
It's in part planning on the dev process part, but more it's diligence really. As you work through a template, you write all the logic, write all the code and the HTML and so forth. That script gets run at some point, creates a what we call a translation file, so that the client at that point, when the file is created, has access to update translations themselves. So that's McGill Queen's University Press, one of our latest projects that was launched. And then you can see here at the top, we've got language toggle. So you can see English is here, French version is there. So if I were to go to the French version of the site, should be translated. So you can see the menus are fully translated, or the menu items are translated. Content coming from the CMS, they obviously have complete control over whether it's just a literal translation or whether there's slight differences in terms of formatting or phrasing or whatever have you, right? So they basically end up creating the content in English, and then once they create a translation, they have full control over exactly how that's laid out and how that. But you can see the CMS has a whole translation section, right? So it lets you create new translations and basically edit content in either. So if I look at this is the English version, I can switch to view the French version here. So you can see this changed or this body content changed. So the editorial experience is exactly the same if you edit a French document or if you edit, an English document. So full control for the client there. The second piece is the translations of the template strings. There's a little extension that we've written, but that's just to basically provide a graphic interface to update the translation file. So then you can see these are all the phrases that float around in any one of those templates that they have on their site, and always shows the English term and then the French translation. So if they want to change that in the future, they can just update it. What's important from our perspective there is that as we develop these templates, we need to mark any such strings for translation, so that in the end, end up with a fully French or fully English site, depending